The goal of this video is to show you some very simple techniques that will allow you to do a good job when you're gluing tabs together. One of them is applying the right amount of glue. Another is spreading glue accurately, evenly, and completely. Another is understanding work time so your glue doesn't dry out as you're working. Aligning the wetted glue assembly. Rubbing and pinching the glue until it holds in place. And fixing a badly done glue tab. So what I'm going to do is apply glue to most of this and not get it perfect because I want to show you how to repair it. So what I'm going to do is take this little bottle of glue, apply it to the tab, and I'm going to put enough on. You can see I put a big droplet there, and as I spread the glue around you can see that I'm evenly getting it everywhere, but I'm not going to get it all the way to the end. I'm just going to spread it evenly. I'm going over and over it until it gets nice and even and thickens up a little bit. I'm also spreading it so it gets all the way to the front edge, the back edge, and all of the sides. So now there's enough glue on there. I'm keeping my finger from touching anything else because it's dirty. Now you notice I haven't immediately put this together because you do have some time as long as the glue remains shiny, and you can see that it is slightly shiny if I turn it to the light. So now I'm going to hold this together and try carefully to get the paper aligned. I'm using the shadow that I see from my light to see if I can get this thing aligned really well. And then I'm going to press the pieces together and let them bond. So there I am getting it aligned, and I'm just going to be working it back and forth. When I press it like this, that helps heat up the paper a little bit, and it allows it to bond a little bit stronger and faster. Clamping it essentially. Okay, so now that has held well enough that I can just leave this alone and it's made this form. However, if I wait a little bit more time before I start messing with it, it'll get strong, but I notice that it isn't completely put together. There's a spot right here where it isn't put together yet. You notice that I have some glue on my fingers. Just rubbing it together like this and wiping it off with a little wet paper towel, that will get your hands completely clean. You won't leave any smudges on anything. Okay, so now I need to do a repair to that little spot right there that's coming up. So I'm going to take a scrap piece of paper, and that scrap piece of paper will fit through that little opening, that seam, and you can see it just sits in there. So I'm going to apply a little drop of glue to this scrap, not much, and fit it between here and rub it around. And what I'm doing is I'm applying glue to the area very controlled, and also not getting it all over the place. So now when I press this together, it will bond properly. So I'm just going to do that for a few seconds. The warmth of my fingers helps. So on a cold day, or when my fingers are cold, it doesn't help it fuse as easily, but when they're warm, it certainly does. So I'm just pressing it down, and now that is perfectly fitted all the way across. Just a few techniques for how to glue things properly and make them strong and align nicely and neatly.